Hi, Pastor Nathan Decker with your hashtag Better Together devotions for today. And let me tell you the number one thing that you can do to offer care for one another when we go to the grave, when we go to funerals, when we go to a funeral home for a visitation, or when we're at church at the fellowship after the funeral. Let me tell you the number one thing you can do that'll make things so much better. Offer your presence, not platitudes. Offer your presence, not some kind of trite little saying that you think nobody else has said that's going to make them laugh or feel better. Offer your presence, because words aren't remembered. Your presence is. God has called us to be present with one another, to stand together with one another in the midst of our grief and pain and sorrow, to offer comfort with one another simply by being there. We don't have to make them laugh. We don't have to try to figure out a way of saying something other than maybe, "I'm so sorry for your loss." And maybe sharing a memory that we have about the loved one that they may not know. Those are good things. But your presence is number one. As a pastor, I've done a few funerals, and let me tell you, folks, they will fill the silence of the uncomfortable moment with all kinds of word vomit. They will puke out the worst things possible to say. I was at a funeral for a baby, a child, and someone told the mother of the child, "Well, I guess God just needed one more angel in God's angelic heavenly choir." So you're saying that God killed this child because he wanted him to sing in heaven. Think about what you're saying. Think about what you're saying. I heard one time somebody come up to the widow and say, "Well, what you going to do with the boat? You don't fish. You going to sell it? Why? You looking to buy it?" See, we fill the silence with some of the absolute worst phrases possible. We mean well, we have good intentions, we have a heart that wants to offer care. It's just that we don't know any better, and so the distance between our brain and our lips suddenly becomes really, really far away, and we spout out the worst things we could possibly say. "Wow, he died quick." Why would we say these things? Or, "I guess he's not suffering anymore. She's not in pain anymore." Even saying that might seem to be a pleasant thing to say, but that person that you're speaking to might actually wish that they were still here, even though they were in pain, because the sense of loss for them, and they just lost this one that they cared about and loved so dearly. Words aren't important. What you say does not matter when it comes to a graveside, a funeral, or anything. I can tell you this because I'm the one that they hire to say a lot of words at funerals and stuff. Here's what really truly matters. If you show up, if you're there and you offer them a hug or a handshake or a memory of their loved one, a story about them that was something that you cherished about their loved one. Offer your presence, not your platitudes, and we will be so much better at caring for one another. Amen.